Hey, Taurus, intuitive soul coach here with your May 2023 love reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Taurus, I'm getting a name here. At least I believe it's a name. I mean, it could be a pet food. It could be a place, a location. They're giving me the name Sheba. Sheba. So please take that as it resonates. All right. So Taurus, what we have here in the past is owl. This is about you getting clarity. I'm getting here an energy of truth as well. So it wouldn't surprise me to see the Ace of Swords, maybe even the Queen of Swords, King of Swords showing up, because I'm getting that you're really honest with what your soul wants. Because when we align with our inner morals, our inner beliefs, and our inner truth, then we really start to see things flow in our outer world. So you're getting clarity on how to move forward when it comes to matters of the heart. Now, these are love readings, family readings, friendships. This is relationships and matters of the heart. And this can be even for passion projects, things of that nature. So please take it as it resonates for you. But I do sense that a lot of you are getting clear on what your heart truly seeks, desires, and wants. And there's a sense of belonging here. There's a sense of connection, wanting to call in your soul tribe, family members, strengthen bonds, or attract love in the form of romantic partnerships or companionships if that's what you are seeking. I'm getting that a lot of you have been doing self-help work, shadow work, or just trying to better yourself. So you can raise those frequencies, Taurus, and attract truly what it is that you desire. Now, in the present energy of May, you do have here upcoming adventure. So if you are partnered up, you and a partner may be going off on an adventure, whether it is canoeing, kayaking, paddleboarding. Some of you may be traveling, because I am seeing a plane here as well. So some of you are traveling by plane. You may even be taking a road trip. We may see that chariot or even Eight of Wands show up in your reading as well. But there's an upcoming adventure in the month of May, and this is a really good time for you to open yourself up to vulnerability and open yourself up to inviting in new partnerships, because if you're looking for that, I certainly feel like there is growth and expansion showing up in the month of May. Now, in the near future, you have the candles. This is about important discoveries. It is about reigniting that spark within, reigniting a spark between you and another person, or just feeling that flash and wave of inspiration, right? That reigniting of a passion within, regardless of relationship status. If something has felt imbalanced or stagnant, especially in that first, second, and third chakra region, that second navel sacral chakra is all about relationships with others, and then we go up to that solar plexus, and that's the relationship with self-empowerment as well. So I do feel like there is this energy of tradition, morals, beliefs, family dynamics coming in that a lot of you are getting really clear on, and you're making important discoveries here in the near future. I feel some of you may be even traveling to your hometown or traveling to visit family in the month of May as well. Or there also is important conversations showing up here between you and maybe a mother, you and a sibling, you and a child, or you and a lover or a partnership here. A very important conversation is what I'm getting. And it's going to heal. It will heal as well. All right, Taurus, let's dive into the main energy in matters of the heart for you in the month of May. What's the overall energy here? Five of Cups, regret. So sometimes we reflect on situations. We can replay an old mental story in our head, but I feel like this is something you are trying to release. Regret for something that was said or done. Some of you may have someone that is regretting how they've treated you as well, because the Five of Cups can be about abandonment. It can be about bitterness, betrayal, disappointment. It can also be about allowing yourself that space to grieve, but not letting it take over your world. Okay, there's a difference here between challenges, disappointments, and healing, but then there's also a difference between that suffering energy. We have that choice. Of course, we don't have a choice sometimes to bypass those difficulties and challenges, but we do have a choice if we want to stay in that and suffer. And that's what I feel like you're getting out of, or someone is trying to release the regrets or guilt that they have as well. I'm going to pull a card on this because I do feel for some of you, it's someone else, but they may be sharing a conversation with you or giving maybe you an apology in the month of May if this is not you. Let's take a look here. And regret is a very, very challenging frequency and emotion sometimes that shows up, but you're getting clear on what worked, what didn't, what exactly went wrong in a situation, and you're going to figure out a solution. You're going to decide to pivot or move in a new direction. And that's the beautiful energy of chess, right? You're able to pivot, go backwards, go different directions. If you make a move and you don't like it, you have a choice when it's your turn, right? You have that choice to make a first move. And I feel like that's what you're doing here is you're pivoting and you're doing something differently because you may have felt like you made a bad move or someone did something that wasn't stepping closer to meet you there. Someone wasn't playing the game. I feel like they were playing the game here, but it was challenging, right? It was lasting a little bit longer. I'm also getting Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So some of you, something just was stuck, stalled, or on hold, and it left you feeling a little bit of regret or disappointment. Now let's take a look at the challenge because you're certainly heading out of that energy. Or if you've been doing some deep reflection, I know we do have Mercury going retrograde in the month of May as well. So that could be a really deep reflecting on some of these things that have happened in the past. But I feel like you're finding solutions to move forward without hanging on to that regret. Now, the challenge for you is this Page of Wands, the potential, right? Pages can bring in new beginnings, can bring in a sense of enthusiasm, passion, eagerness. So there certainly could be a new opportunity to open yourself up, but the challenge is taking it, right? The challenge is overcoming some of this regret, disappointment, and fears that may have been a part of a consequence of something that had happened in the past, right? And when this Page of Wands shows up as the challenge, they're saying here, there's an opportunity for maturity. There's an opportunity for growth. Instead of things feeling unpredictable or things feeling that you're not able to move in a specific direction with your heart and soul. I'm almost getting this energy of some of you felt like your heart was crushed or stomped on. Now it could be a family member, as mentioned, it could be a friend, it could be a lover, but I do sense here that you're coming up out of this, and I feel like whatever this new adventure here is for you, Taurus, it's actually going to help you. It's going to help you stepping into this true potential of who you are and who you want to see yourself becoming more and more of, because you're realizing that that was an experience that happened for you to grow and evolve. It doesn't make it hurt any less, but it makes you see it from a different perspective, and that healing can really begin, or it can finalize as well. You've learned there's opportunity for major growth here. So let's take a look at what's below you, Taurus. What is the foundation? What is the foundation? I also am getting that some of you may have had a falling out with a sibling or a family member that you haven't spoken to in over 20 years is what I just heard for some of you. That's a really long time to be in this energy of regret or remorse or disappointment. Now, please take that as it resonates. I mean, it certainly could be less time than that, but some of you, it's been a long time. Now, what's below you is this Ace of Disc, Ace of Abundance. This is here, again, Ace of Pentacles, but it's all about a brand new beginning here in the physical. So some of you may have given someone an opportunity in the past to maybe not redeem themselves, but to show you who they truly were, to see if their actions and their words aligns, right? And so I feel like there's a new beginning for a lot of you, and this could be good news when it comes to your health, when it comes to potential here, right? But something may have challenged you. If you are still with this person, you may have been with them for quite some time. You may have moved in, married with each other, or if this is someone new, I do feel like someone has regret that they didn't give this relationship a shot. or it's that you've given this person a second or even a third chance, but they blew it each and every time is kind of what I feel here for you, Taurus. So let's take a look here and see what's going on in the past. What's happened here in the past. But the good news is deep down in your foundation, Taurus, you have that will, that drive, that determination to have that new beginning that you want, even if excuse me, even if you have been through challenges, because there's the star. You have the star in the past energy, and this is about healing, inspiration. It's about not giving up on those dreams. Those dreams to have that possibly 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, that family life. For some of you, you may want to start a family, or it's about blending families together. It can be healing family dynamics. Some of you, I just heard, didn't know necessarily what you signed up for, but you really did, right? Because we do choose our partners and we choose our family dynamics. And I do feel here that something may have been hidden from you regarding someone else's baggage or someone else's past experience. And you really didn't feel like you had insight until further down the road in the relationship on someone's past. There could have been something very, very challenging, difficult, or traumatic about a past. I'm also seeing someone wearing BDUs or wearing military outfit or even boots as well. So someone may be military, come from a military background, maybe your father, or you may be a military spouse, or you're in the military yourself. But the star here is all about empowerment and feeling at your best. But in order to do so, it's about letting go and healing from some of the things that you felt attached to. Attachment can be one of the most difficult things here on earth, is to release, to let go. Now let's take a look at what's above you. What is the potential? What are you manifesting? Because we see that that can be a challenge to manifest something new. So let's see what this is for you. What is the challenge? But you ultimately will be able to move past and through forward because you're getting clarity here. You have the King of Cups, water element. So some of you Taurians may even be attracting a water sign, but I feel like this is emotional fulfillment, connection. It is about someone being mature in their emotions and handling things on a mature level instead of letting one's feelings not be in touch with them. Instead of bringing in drama or attracting maybe people that are very dramatic or carry a lot of emotional insecurities, this can be about you either helping with, if you are with someone, I feel like the both of you are maturing, even if it seems like it's at different levels. You both may be maturing at different stages, but there's more loyalty coming in here and there's more love. For those of you that have been through a situation with a family member, a friend, or even an ex, you're definitely emotionally evolving and maturing here, because the King of Cups is someone who is very patient. He's very loving, very supportive, very compassionate, and he doesn't let his emotions overrule, but he starts at that page energy, right? So he starts at that area where there's growth, there's room for maturity and expansion and evolution, but he doesn't get there without pain, right? Without being through things, opening his heart, being vulnerable. So I certainly see here that there is an opportunity for a lot of love to show up here in your world, whether you're wanting companionship. It could be even through a pet. Some of you may have a pet. I know Sheba got brought up earlier. It could be cats. Maybe your cats are your loves, right? But there is a dog here as well. I mean, some of you could have a Great Dane or even one of them really big dogs. Now, I don't know what type of dog this is, possibly an Irish setter. But I do sense that there's loyalty, responsibility, and emotional connections here showing up, and that's what you're manifesting. And that's maybe even what this new adventure is, right? There could even be an anniversary showing up here. It could be a love offer. Someone may say, let's go on a second honeymoon, or let's go on a brand new adventure. Even if you're dating someone new, I feel like they may be surprising you by their level of maturity, even if they are younger, or if they are younger in age, or it feels like they haven't been through the experience. That may be what surprises you down the road, where you realize that someone really has been through a lot, but the way they handle situations may be different than what you've seen in the past. So let's take a look, Taurus, and see what is showing up in the near future. And I apologize if I say any other signs than Taurus. If I do say Aries or Libra or Gemini, that's been showing up. And I feel because we're tapping into this universal flow of oneness. And so even though these readings are geared towards each astrological sign, we carry all the placements. It's just like we carry feminine and masculine energies. The king and the queens per se doesn't mean that you have to be female or male. And if I accidentally call out another sign, that doesn't mean that, this reading is not for you. You may have that placement in your chart. Now, in the near future, you have the lady, which is the empress. And this is your energy as well, right? This is about you bringing in that creative goddess type of energy. It's about nurturing and growing your love. It's about feeling sexy and maternal. Some of you may be manifesting a baby. For others of you, you're manifesting, your own cornucopia. Look at that there. She's holding her cornucopia and it's filled with abundance. And she has this beautiful sheer dress on, and it's orange. And that is that sacral chakra. And we talked about that a little bit, where that sacral chakra is about how you relate with others, how you relate to, yourself, as well as your energy amongst other things. So it could be your passion projects, your finances, what you do for a living. It is about you meeting another person for who they are and pushing through the surface, okay? Because sometimes this empress, when she's not feeling in her power, she can come across as smothering or, coming on too strong. And that can actually bring in that energy of obsession or, smothering an energy here where it does the opposite of what she actually wants. Or she may neglect altogether for whatever reason. But I do feel here that there's a lot of abundance showing up, Taurus, in your near future. There's a lot of love that's overflowing here. And I'm getting strong mother energy with this as well. So whether you are wanting to become a mother, you are a mother yourself. But I also sense, because you have the flowers, you have the apples, and you have the honeybees, there's going to be a sweet surprise coming in here. And I think, isn't that the month for Mother's Day as well? But some of you may be spending time with your mother, or if she has crossed over and there are regrets. Now, this may not resonate with everyone, but if someone has regrets of how something had went down with possibly a mother figure, I feel like you're clearing that up, even if your mother has crossed over, okay? And some of you are wondering, well, how does that happen? Because we still can, understand and do our work from the other side. And you may be dreaming about a mom or someone like a mother as well. For others of you, you're definitely receiving signs and symbols from the beautiful Mother Earth as well. To get out in nature, to ground, to connect. Some of you may even have a call to bring home an animal in the month of May from either a shelter or maybe you. I don't know if this still happens anymore, but when you're walking down the street and you go into a shop and there's a box of kittens or puppies outside and it says, free puppy. I don't know if that's a thing, but I feel like there's this energy here of adoption, or an energy of whether maybe you were adopted as well, Taurus, but I feel like there could be a pet that is offered to you or that you may find in the month of May that you decide to possibly even take home. Now let's take a look and see how you're feeling. How are you doing, Taurus? 7 of Wands. Excuse me. Some of you may feel like you're at rivalry, or you feel defensive or defenseless at some times, or you feel that pressure coming in from all angles when it comes to love, right? There's this energy here of getting truthful and getting honest about your path and what your heart truly wants, because I feel like that's why the rivalry is coming in. There could be a sense of fear, a sense of obsession. There could be a sense of codependency as well. I'm getting that devil energy. So some of you may be hanging on to an attachment, a temptation, a fear. Again, codependency, but it's about reclaiming that power, empowering yourself. And even though it may feel like the pressure's on, I'm getting here something with timing. So it could be that someone, it feels like they are running out of time to start or have a family. For others of you, you feel at rivalry with a loved one that you or someone is carrying regret about, and that ego, that pain is actually blocking the heart center from making amends, or some sort of forgiveness or healing. I'm getting that strongly, where someone just feels too hurt or too betrayed from a situation to move forward at this time, but the potential here is strong to really open up, and that's why you have this emotional evolvement here. Let me just take a look. Okay, the heart wants what the heart wants, but yes, it can be deeply wounded at times as well. So when we take a step back from the situation and say, how did this happen for me? Instead of putting ourselves in that victim mentality of, woe is me, right? Because we've all been there, we can all get there. So this could be someone around you. And Aries had somewhat of the similar energy here, where I was feeling some of you are healing from, could be a narcissistic or a very challenging or difficult or addictive mother. And it's actually allowing you to excel as an individual. Okay, it's allowing you to excel and grow and shift dynamic, shift and break generational wounding and cycles here. So I definitely sense there's this high level of growth and maturity here, but you're still feeling the stress. You're still feeling a little bit of the turmoil because of a situation that you had to heal from. Now, it could be a lover, it could be a child, a parent, it could be a friend. Please take it as it resonates to your story. All right, how would you like, Spirit? Thank you. All right, let's take a look at what's going on in your environment, and then we have here your final outcome. So let's take a look in the environment. In the environment, you have the Tower followed by that Four of Wands. The Tower is crumbling in order for you to create a new sense of stability. Yes. So the reason why you have this rivalry, this regret, something that's happened, or someone feels that way about you, again, because I am getting here a mirrored type of energy. I mean, some of you may be dealing with twin flame, not all of you, or a strong soulmate connection here, where something may have shifted between you and this person that really pulls at your heartstrings, right? But the Tower comes in because there was a faulty foundation, or there was cracks in the foundation, we'll say. When this Tower shows up, this is about an awakening. This is about shattering the old belief systems to enter a new paradigm, right? To enter this new flow, this new frequency, one that is built more on a solid foundation, one that can develop trust, responsibility, loyalty, and stability, right? So you have here this Four of Wands with the Tower, which I really like that combination for you. And even though the Tower can come in sometimes and we feel uncertain, some of you may be moving, I'm hearing as well. You may be moving or developing. You could even be building a home with a partner, but there's some turns that you weren't expecting is what I'm sensing here, but it will work out in the end because you have important discoveries and you have an upcoming adventure. So I do feel that some of you are working on self-development here, or developing a relationship, or some of you may have even healed from a relationship and now you're going off on your own and rebuilding from this Tower, right? You're rebuilding a new tower for yourself that is more stable than anything you left behind. Now the fears here, and this is interesting because you do have here the Temperance, which is the underworld. And this is about things moving by so slowly, right? This is about being able to open up. And it's interesting as well because you have that Tower showing up, but the Temperance is saying here, there's an energy of self-control, compromise, or moderation as well. Instead of, sometimes we let things really go to the extreme. We let that pendulum swing completely to one side and it stays there. Instead of going back and forth trying to find that balance, this is about needing to moderate. And when the underworld shows up here as well, there's patience. And the challenge is being patient while you heal, while you grow, while you wait for your love, or wait for something to come together, or wait for the both of your energies to match. The hope is that you'll be able to get there sooner rather than later. But some of you, I'm getting that you know, when you see in the movies when someone's feeling a little bit bored or frustrated and they tap their nails, I'm getting that with a foot where someone's like, ah, I'm impatient, or I'm feeling like things aren't rolling around or rolling fast enough here. But your final outcome, Taurus, is this king of fire, right? This king of wands energy. So this fiery aspect, this fiery nature. And this is all about you taking charge of your destiny. This is about you being very passionate, goal-oriented, active. Some of you may be even attracting a water or even an air sign. And it's interesting because you have a couple of cups following that. Now, some of you, you are manifesting someone who is social, someone who knows what they want, but also who's going to emotionally invest. And I am sensing some of you may have been in a long distance relationship, or you were with someone who maybe was building their business or building their career, but I feel like they're willing to offer you their heart where maybe they weren't before. Now, for others of you, you certainly have walked away from people who weren't emotionally invested. And this King of Wands shows up and he's a leader. He's successful. He's an influencer. He's very adventurous, warm, but he can be someone who everybody kind of flocks to. So if you have insecurities or wounds around abandonment, rejection, or not feeling seen and heard, you can actually find balance with this fire sign or someone who carries the traits of the King of Wands, because it can help you take a look at some of those triggers and help you build trust and stability. So again, relationships are like mirrors, Taurus, and I feel that a lot of you are, you're opening yourself up to a warm, new, adventurous beginning here, and you have this important discovery. And I feel like that important discovery is that tower, and that tower is going to be a shattering of an old belief system or a whole new way of thinking that this is how things should be done or how they're going to turn out, and you're actually going to move forward in a new, exciting direction, and it's going to leave you feeling a little bit breathless, I'm getting here, or you know, it's where you feel super excited and you almost feel speechless. You're just not quite sure, like, wow, is that really happening, or did I really just meet this person? Or there's just this energy of awe showing up for you. So I'm really liking this. All right, Taurus, let's get a message from the soul truth and see what may be blocking or hindering your heart at this time. All right, what is your body telling you right now? Okay, so it could be that heart chakra as well. It could be any area of your body, because our bodies are our vessel. It's our home here on earth, right? We must listen and really be in tune with our body, because sometimes even when the mind or the ego wants to predict or tell ourselves a story that's maybe even an illusion, our body doesn't lie, right? Our body can respond through the feelings that it emits, whether it's butterflies in the stomach, it can be goosebumps raising up on your arms, it could be that heart heaviness, it can be a leap of joy. You know, pay attention to the body here, because it's certainly trying to talk to you at this time. Through physical pain or discomfort, our body sends messages for us to look more deeply, see the trapped emotions, the lurking fears and beliefs that limit you. Listen to your physical body and you will be led to the source of your pain. It's time to get your healing on. Today is soul action, Taurus. Get the book Heal Your Body by Louise Hay and find the answers towards which your body is guiding you today. That's one of my favorites. I love that book. And it brings up a metaphysical reason behind each physical illness. And it gives you affirmations that you can say daily as well. And it has everything from tumors to cancer to back problems to indigestion, all of those things that can manifest in the physical. Now you have here Go the Distance, card 47. Some of you may be 47 years old. There could be a shift around that age, or maybe you were born on the 4th or the 7th. Please take that as it resonates. All right, and the message here we have for you is this. This is about endurance. It's about strength. This is about you being in it for the long haul. You either are in or are calling in a harmonious relationship that can stand the test of time, for better or worse, as you ride the ups and downs and even strain, break yourself, and are remade in new growth. You are being redeemed by the power of regeneration. Harmony does not mean there will never be a wrong note played, but that the relationship is marked by endurance and dedication to overall unity. A new song can be written, an instrument can be tuned, and the symphony of love will play on. Listen with your heart. Isn't it magnificent? I love this. And especially because we were feeling that Knight of Pentacles where something may have been slow and stagnant in the past. And it says, do you feel as if you've been wandering in the desert now for ages and ages and nothing is happening? When you conjure up the image of a desert, you picture parched lips, sunburned skin, and mirages, but there is more to it than that. Amid the hot sands are creatures with resilient spirits, tough skin, and the willingness to burrow deep underground. And you have, literally, remember, you have the underworld here. This is your fear. Sometimes we don't realize that those greatest fears or those so-called weaknesses are actually our greatest strengths, Taurus. And it says, amid the hot sands are creatures with resilient spirits, tough skins, and the willingness to burrow deep underground for water so that they may thrive. This is a time of developing survival skills and resilience. You are learning how to conserve your strength, and in this temporary time of austerity, it's wise to be selective about where you expend your energy. Listen to the call of your soul because it will never lead you astray. This is an important time for letting go of what is not important. Yes, detachment, whatever that devil energy was that I was picking up on, which can be fierce with that underworld card here. But this is about you moving forward and going the distance. Really powerful, Taurus. Please take this as it resonates to your love and family story. If you like this, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for tuning in. Lots of love.